So, welcome to Aquarius. How many were you betting on Aquarius being next versus Gemini? Boy, did you lose big! Woo! I should be betting as well. It's on Astro King instead of Draft King. So, 2026 analysis for Aquarius Ascendant people. And obviously, as you know, to really see the exactly what's going to be happening, we have to see which planet these transiting planets are going to be triggering, okay, in your particular chart. But this simply gives the foundation of what you're looking at. And remember, my marriage course is also active on Maga Vedic Astrology Academy now, where I'm going to teach everything related to marriage. I'm especially just finished Venus in Virgo. I'm going to be doing Venus in Libra probably tomorrow. Okay, so we're going slow so I can give all the details regarding marriage, including some of the tips and tricks related to the timing. Timing of marriage is not just seen by transit and this and that. There are certain calculations that are needed, 3-4 different calculations. So I'll give that. So for Aquarius people, as you know, Jupiter is transiting your 5th house. Okay, it's retrograde till March 11th, then it goes direct to all the way till first week of June, then it enters in Cancer. And one of the things that you will see, especially with this Jupiter in the 5th house, repeated tries to accomplish your educational task related to your improving of your intelligence. This is the best transit for Aquarius. Actually, out of all the zodiac signs, this is actually the most valuable transit for Aquarius people. You will see, especially when Jupiter is retrograde, this is actually a very good period to repeatedly refine your knowledge. Because here's what Jupiter is going to be doing. Okay? Jupiter is going to give you opportunities and chances to learn something that you never learned before. It's going to give you chances to see the light in something that you never saw light in before. And do you know, instead of just the ascendant, I can use this from any of the 12 zodiac signs, meaning actually the 9 planets. Let's say I'm looking at Aquarius ascendant, right? Forget that. I can look at, if let's say your Ketu's in Aquarius, I can look at it from there. Whether you're doing research work, you're doing work related to astrology, electricity, law, I can see exactly what you're going to be learning. So transit is a game which is beautiful. It's like it's like a Picasso painting. But I'm trying to make it simple with the ascendant. So here, Jupiter is going to give you opportunity. Please do not ignore it. Take advantage. If you don't feel guilty about taking advantage of this Jupiter, especially when it's retrograde. Because it's bringing something from the past that you ignored to learn. You're like, I don't want to learn this. This is not something that interests me. But guess what? It is that thing that is going to change everything for you. Okay? And especially while Jupiter is direct or retrograde. While it's direct, you will see especially the parents. You will have to become a repeated savior for your children. You'll act like a savior with Jupiter in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Remember, Punarvasu is connected with Ram, who rescued and saved things, who became the savior of humanity. So here, your children will need help and you'll become a savior to them. They're not able to figure something out. Okay, here, this is how you do it. You have teenage kids about to go into bad habits. Jupiter is going to make you see those bad habits. And it's your duty to become that Lord Ram for your children. Very, very important. And why did I say that when it's retrograde is actually more meaningful, powerful? Because once you have given solution to one thing, whether you're learning something, whether you're helping your children. Remember, practice makes you perfect, right? So retrograde Jupiter is making you practice. No, go again and teach your children this. No, go again and learn this. Especially with retrograde Jupiter, you will see people will be giving multiple efforts towards changing their career. There is this big thing for the Aquarius wanting to change their career. You feel motivated that, you know what? I need to look for a new work. But here's the thing with retrograde Jupiter till March. When you send out your resumes, when you're looking for an interview, you fail, perfect. Be happy you failed. They didn't call you back, perfect. They ghosted you, perfect. Because when you fail the first time, with this retrograde Jupiter, the next time when another opportunity comes in, it becomes very beneficial for you. And when it goes direct, here you move forward without repeating the steps. Once you have accomplished one thing, okay, now on to the next. You don't have to repeat that process. But I always think that retrograde planets are very important in transit or in a chart because they make you a perfectionist. Like if Mercury is retrograde in somebody's chart, oh, you will see this person is going to be far more intelligent than you can imagine. Because they have worked on that one thing 10 times. Where you with a direct Mercury, you saw it once, you understood it, okay, next. This is why a retrograde planet is this. Literally, retrograde planets are embodiment of Rahu and Ketu. They break you first, then they make you. And then Jupiter is naturally blessing the Ascendant and the 9th house. Obviously, till first week of June. So naturally here, Jupiter is wanting to bless whatever health alignments, issues you're dealing with. Okay. It helps you find solution to that. Especially in Punarvasu, it's giving you light towards fixing something related to your health, related to your body. So out of the 12 years, this is the time period that if you're wanting to think that, you know what? I'm feeling lethargic, I'm feeling lazy. What do? Should I join yoga? No, don't just think. Take a step towards it. Jupiter here also helps you balance. Now, you can't balance it, but helps you balance out the relationship with the Father. Helps you balance out your business dealings that you will be dealing with. That requires you to travel. Like your business requires you to travel and make deals. If you are that type of an Aquarius ascendant, this is the best time period to secure that big deal. You may require repeated efforts till March, but after March, that one effort can go a long way. And especially because remember, Rahu is an ascendant in Aquarius, trine from your transiting Jupiter. And both are also affecting your 9th house. This shows that especially during this time period, and I know this is not going to be doable for most people outside of India, but either go to Vaishno Devi or go where there's Ma Durga temple. Go visit it. Whether if it's retrograde, you may have to have repeated tries to get there. When it's direct, you should definitely go. See, I don't care about what's happening in your birth chart, meaning like your planetary alignments, isn't that? The transit itself is giving another dimension as a temporary chart for that 1 year. So here right now, there are, like Durga is sitting on the Lagna. Okay. So obviously you will see when Durga is in the Ascendant, which is Rahu, a person becomes very fearless. person begins to find 100 different ideas, solution to do everything with their life. See, 99.99% are looking to improve their life. Only 1% would like to self-sabotage their life, okay, with this Rahu and Aquarius. So this is a perfect opportunity to show the world that, or show my family that, look, I'm suffering and I'm going to suffer. Yes, those things are there. But what Rahu does, it obviously is giving independence. It's giving independence, and especially because it's in Satabhishak Nakshatra all the way towards the end of 2026, where then it's going to switch to Dhanishta for a while before it moves into Capricorn. Dhanishta is the Ashtavasu, the 8 special people. But you cannot become an 8 special people before you go through the path of Satabhishak. You have to dive deep into the ocean. Aquarius is governed by, especially Satabhishak, by Varuna, god of the deep ocean. Such people, especially with Jupiter being trine till May, June, the more you dive deep into your skills, ability, especially during this time, you will see many Aquarius people become very futuristic. They are looking at what is to come. Like if, let's say you have combinations for a stockbroker, you're trading, you'll suddenly see, you'll just start to see that, I'm investing in this, I'm trading this currency, but this currency is going to go down in 5 months, and watch, that actually does happen. Because of the blessings of Jupiter and Rahu, Rahu is expanding its intelligence because of Jupiter, and Rahu is giving the expansion of Jupiter to its intelligence. Both the Ascendant and the first house is intelligence. First house holds this. Fifth house is naturally your subconscious. People say third house, actually that's the fifth house. Fifth house is actually the biggest. There are different levels of subconscious. The highest one is fifth house because it's the Bhavad Bham of the third house. Third house is the subconscious. So what is the third from the third? It's the deeper subconscious. Something that only you know, people don't know. Okay, like for example, an Aquarius ascendant person's, their deepest subconscious is towards being a dynamic communicator, a dynamic mimicker. They could be accountants, they could be scientists, but you tell them, hey, can you copy this comedian? They will be able to do that. Try it, test it. I always tell people, don't trust me, test me. Then once Jupiter moves into the 6th house in Cancer, now what is happening? The double transit of Jupiter is in the 6th house and Saturn is in the 2nd house in Pisces. Once Jupiter comes in the 6th house, begins to look at its own sign, while Saturn is in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra for most of the year, because it's going to go into Revati for a while after July and then retrograde back into Uttar Bhadrapada, okay, till December, then it goes direct. Or sometime before that, actually, it goes direct, or in the Revati Nakshatra. This is a Lakshmi ruled Nakshatra. Overall, the foundation of an Aquarius ascendant will be, we're willing to give you opportunities to make money. And especially making money with certain people and businesses of loans. Some people become, most of the people actually who become multi-millionaires, they're becoming extremely rich by understanding the intelligence of loans and debts. Through debts, they become rich. Okay? Like, for example, there are certain ways where a person takes out an equity loan, puts it in a interest account, even though their mortgage is now more, but guess what? Over the period of time, that interest will be more than from that money what they would have paid the bank. But again, there's all these intricacies with that. I'm just giving an example, not a financial advisor. Okay. These are just some of the things that I just try to look into. Even though I'll never go into any debts or anything. You know how much debt I have? Well, I just bought an audio XLR connection for this camera, $600. So my debt is right now 600. That's it. I don't have zero credit card debts. But again, with Jupiter, once it moves into the sixth house, here it gives you the abundance and ability to get loans. Now, this is subjective. Very, very subjective. Because either a loan or debt can make you or break you. Because what happens, you will always see, especially if you're in your 50s and 60s, 40s, you will see whenever Jupiter has transited the sixth house, you have gotten most mail in your mailbox regarding credit card offers. I don't know if you can check. There's no way to verify it, but from here on out, check it. Whenever Jupiter through transit either will aspect the sixth house or sits in the sixth house especially, it will open up the bag of loans, debts. But you want to be careful because like I said, you could be a 20-year-old like me getting all kinds of credit card offers and then going deep into it. Like, oh, I'll just pay this and then I'll do this and I'll do that. We all do that. Please don't. This is the best transit, especially for those people who are simply looking to buy a house and getting a mortgage loan. You need a car, so you need a car loan. Okay. You're about to start a legitimate business. Okay, not just out of the spurt of the moment because you watched this video. Oh, okay, I'll start a business and get a loan. No, meaning you have the combinations for business. The business is naturally is going to give you success due to the dasha progression. Then it becomes viable. And then it helps you make money because Jupiter's ninth aspect, which is of the ancestral blessing. Ninth aspect of Jupiter is always the ancestral blessing on the second house of Kutumba, with Saturn being there. So obviously you will see many Aquarius people will change their diet to more of a normal, humble diet. So if you were doing too many junk foods, you were doing too many, fried foods, for this particular whole 2026 after June, it will calm that down. You may not be able to get it. Let's say, for example, you've got, Rahu in the second and Mars in the fifth as an Aquarius ascendant. You cannot give up some of these things, but it lowers it down for that particular year. Okay. Now with Saturn in the second transiting, okay, Pisces, which is space, Akash. Saturn is naturally Vayu, with especially after June aspect of Jupiter. Here it gives you the abundance quality to save the maximum amount of money. And especially because Saturn's 10th aspect is on the 11th, third aspect is on the 4th, 7th aspect is on the 8th. These are houses connected with fixed assets, unearned wealth, and your monthly income. So here with the blessings of Jupiter, after June though, it begins to suddenly give you positive aspect towards this, meaning person will be able to do some changes in their fixed asset, get some kind of a fixed asset, or provide something to their fixed asset, meaning fixed asset is your home. Now you'll be able to provide something new and better there. Any dealing with related to insurance, inheritance, wills and estates, if that timing is there, Jupiter is going, or Saturn is going to give you great results, because you guys got to understand, Jupiter, it's sending its ninth aspect of blessings upon Saturn. And then from Saturn is looking at the 4th house, 8th house, and 11th house. So Jupiter actually has all these other aspects. Didn't know this, did you? Did ya? Like especially during this time period, responsibility related to mother-in-laws and elder siblings will come, but you will get great help because of this Jupiter aspect. Then on the other hand, Saturn being in the second house obviously is going to make you very stingy. Okay? It's going to make you a miser. It's good. We always need to be miser and stingy time to time. Do not watch these fake Instagram reels of some 20-year-old driving a Lamborghini. Do you know I can produce a video right now with VO3 with me driving a Ferrari Spider? Okay? And I can get out of this car and tell you, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Let's talk about Venus in the 11th house. This is the type of world we're living in now. Because I know your brain gets influenced by these things. How is it that this much money is out there? It's not. You know, the best advice I have gotten is not to go after get rich quick scheme. Is to go after get rich slow scheme. That's the real scheme that you want to go after. Okay? And then Ketu is in the 7th house in Leo. This is the very important thing for Leo ascendant. Just imagine you don't have a head. That means you can't think. So whatever the spouse says to you, wants you to do, you just do it. You want your marriage to feel like everything is good, nothing is happening. Do not put your ego into play. And keep everything related to your marriage a secret during this entire 2026. Usually you will see during this time period, it's, you know what the alignment is? Usually if one is blessed, what happens is suddenly spouse has to travel a lot that they're not home so much. Why? There's this separation. Or, for example, you're rich enough where you have 2-3 properties in the same city. So because your work is next to this property, you start living there mostly. And then you come home on Thursday night or Friday night, and then you again leave. Perfect. Or the best solution here is this. You have a 2-story home. Okay? If let's say spouse is downstairs, they have their own office downstairs, you should have your office upstairs. And this is actually outside of even Ketu. Because Leo is in the 7th. There's going to be ego clashes between Saturn and Sun. So what happens is with Ketu being in the 7th, it naturally gives you opportunity to be separate most of the time and come together for dinner, here, there. But let's say you're upstairs all day. Wife is downstairs all day. Or vice versa. It works out for you. Don't feel like, oh my God, this feels weird. No, it is part of your solution. Also during this time period, you will see many headless decisions will be made by the spouse. And again, if you try to put your ego in it and say you're wrong, yes, there will be fireworks because naturally Ketu is fire element. It's in a fiery sign of the king. And it is the king who gets angry. It's not even Mars. Mars is more disciplined. It is king who can get angry and throw in orders. So sometimes you have to be a subservient in order to maintain your sanity. That's the thing, because especially when Ketu transits into Magha till like almost November, December, I think, when it moves into Capricorn, you will see that there's a natural DNA of ancestral pride that will come in the spouse. Spouse will start talking about their lineage. Listen to it. I don't care if you have any desire to listen to it or not. Listen to it. Give it respect. Because spouse will suddenly feel like, I am from this family and we were this and we were that. I want to be this. What simply is happening when Ketu is there, spouse begins to feel very insecure. They don't feel like they're the Rahu. Like, with small little accomplishment, look how much I have. But here what happens with Ketu, even this big of an accomplishment, they feel this little. And it is your job as a partner to accommodate that situation. Say, oh my God, this is such a great thing you have done. No, 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 I have not done much. No, this is great. You gotta feed into it. They're in their heart chakra because when Ketu is in the seventh house, this no longer is there. It is this, the body. And what is the body? Is the heart chakra. This is why Venus Ketu creates Padham Yoga. Such people, they work from the heart and they get everything, like intuitiveness. Those who are single, you will see you will attract many people during this period. Let's say in India, now you may not go for it, but let's say you're like regular Hindu, you will attract many people who are Sikhs, Punjabis, Buddhists, Jain, Jewish. Okay. Or like, like there's many like Nepali or other sects in India that wear a certain cap on their head. Those men and women will be attracted towards you. And if it's your destiny to be with them, then yes, Ketu will accomplish that. But also one of the main thing with Ketu, especially when this transits the Magha Nakshatra, whoever comes in your life for dating, for relationship, do you know, it is your ancestral wish to be with them, even if it's for a little bit. Maybe you're accomplishing and finishing some romance with this person, even if it's for 3 or 4 months, is because of the desire of your ancestors. They wanted to experience some kind of a love. And they're like, you know what? My descendant is going to do this. It's a beautiful science. Beautiful science, especially when you're at the nakshatras. Like especially during this time period, you will see also, if your mother owns a property, there will be some renovation that is going to be needed. And especially you will see during this time period, either the spouse or the mother will buy things for the corner of the house, decorate things in the house. I mean, I can go on for the next 30 minutes talking about any planet and how they're going to be affecting, but it's going to be too long. Okay? So let's just make this our 2026 for Aquarius, but the rest of the details I can obviously give you when you get the reading, so I can see what planet is interacting with which planet. Okay? And obviously you can go to link here, astrology.com for all of my consultation. And remember, my marriage course is also active at the link in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Dhanyavad. Bye-bye.